Hello friends, today I will be giving you the explanation of chapter 8 of novel 3 Men in a Boat. If you like, subscribe my channel and press bell icon. The act of trespassing. Harris and Jim stopped under the willows by Kempton Park and lunched. It was a pleasant little spot. They had just begun to eat the bread and jam when a gentleman in a short sleeves and a short pipe came along. He asked them if they knew that they were trespassing and told them that it was his duty to turn them off. Harris was a well-made man and looked hard and bony. He scared the gentleman how he would accomplish his task. He said that he would consult his master and went away. He never returned. Actually, he wanted a money from them by making them afraid and was trying to blackmail them. But both Harris and Jim were angry and blamed the owners who allowed that to happen. The narrator wanted to kill the owner, but Harris wanted to kill him, his family, friends, relatives, and bum down his house. Harris decided to calm himself by singing a comic songs of the ruins. Harris as a singer. It was one of Harris's fixed ideas that he could sing a comic song. But his friends knew that he could not sing, and would never be able to sing, and that he should not be allowed to sing. Harris did not know that he made an ass of himself when he sang. He did not realize that he annoyed many. A German singer. Jim was reminded of an incident which threw light on the inner working of human mind. Once he was at a fashionable and highly cultured party. There were two young students who had come back from Germany. They asked if they had heard Herr Slossenboschen sing his great German comic song. No one had heard it. The young man said that it was the funniest song that had ever been written. They could get Herr Slossenboschen to sing it. They brought him and he sat down to the piano and began to sing. The tone did not suggest a comic song. It was a soulful music. The narrator, who did not understand German, simply watched the two young men. When they laughed, the narrator laughed. When they roared, he also roared, as they were not able to understand German. He noticed that as the song progressed, most of the listeners seemed to be doing the same. Yet the German professor did not seem happy. He was surprised when they began to laugh. As the listeners continued to laugh, he got angry and ended his song amidst the laughter. He got up, swore at them, and then danced and shook his fists. He said that he had never been so insulted in all his life. Grave misunderstanding. It appeared that the song was not comic at all. It was about a young girl who had given up her life to save her lover's soul. It was a tragic song. The two young men who had done this thing disappeared. They had taken the revenge for being considered common persons in the party. The narrator never saw a party break up so quietly. They did not say good night to one another. Different places. Friends reached Sunbury Lock at 3:30. And then they went up to Walton and went past Oatlands Park, a famous old place. Henry VIII lived here. The late Duchess of York, who lived at Oatlands, was very fond of dogs. She had a special graveyard made for the large number of dogs she had kept. At Weybridge they saw George's blazer on one of the lock gates. George joins in. Montmorency gave a furious bark. Jim shrieked and Harris roared. George waved his hat and yelled back. The lock keeper rushed out thinking that someone had fallen into the lock. George had a banjo with him. He thought that it was very easy to learn the banjo. Chapter review. Characters. Jim. The narrator, Jim, describes an old incident and remembers how people had misbehaved when a German singer Herr Boschen sang a song for them. It had happened because he and his companion had regarded themselves as superior to the two young men from Germany. He and Harris boast that they could not be blackmailed by a gentleman who told them that they had trespassed. Harris is a well-made man. He looks hard and bony. He is bold and asks the gentleman how he would remove them from the spot. He threatens him in such a way that he never returns. He gets Angier very soon. Though he does not know how to sing, he insists that he can sing. He does not know that he makes an ass of himself when he sings. Plot. 3 important incidents are described in this chapter. The first